everyone! Welcome to Clever Seedlings. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy the video.
In the usually peaceful forest, dark clouds began to gather. The wind howled, swirling leaves through the air. Ruru, a kind-hearted fox, was walking by a small river when he heard the sharp crack of branches and the fierce rustle of leaves. Suddenly, a tornado tore through the forest with tremendous force. Trees swayed wildly, branches flew, and the roar of the wind echoed in every direction. When the storm began to calm, Ruru spotted a small squirrel trembling under a fallen tree trunk. The little squirrel looked lost and frightened. His name was Timmy. He had been swept away from his home by the storm. Ruru knew he had to help Timmy find his way back. The sky slowly cleared, but Ruru and Timmy's journey had just begun. They walked along a damp, slippery trail. Wet leaves clung to Ruru's fur as Timmy carefully stepped behind him. Ruru led the way, using his experience in the forest to guide them. They soon reached a large fallen tree blocking their path. Ruru leapt over it lightly, while Timmy searched for a gap to crawl through. The journey felt long, and the forest was still eerily silent, as if holding its breath after the great storm. Before long, they reached the riverbank. Normally calm, the river now churned with foamy, rushing water. Ruru knew they had to cross, but not carelessly. He walked along the bank until they found a shallow section with large rocks they could step on. Carefully, Ruru hopped from rock to rock. Timmy followed, slipping slightly, but Ruru was ready to help him. Once across, they rested under a shady tree, listening to the first birds singing again. Their journey took them into a part of the forest filled with fallen trees from the tornado. The path was twisted and hard to follow. Sometimes they had to climb over raised roots, and sometimes crawl under low branches. Ruru moved steadily, always making sure Timmy was safe. The air was damp, and the scent of wet earth filled the place. Though tired, they couldn't stop for long. Ruru knew that the faster they left this area, the better their chances of finding the way home. As the sun began to dip, Ruru spotted a small hill in the distance. He remembered that it was near the squirrel's territory. They quickened their pace, even though their legs were sore. Climbing the hill, Timmy finally saw his home among the trees. His tail twitched happily. Ruru smiled in relief. They ran down the hill, and Timmy was finally home safe. For Ruru, helping Timmy find his way home was the greatest gift that day. Though the journey was full of obstacles, the friendship born in the heart of the storm would last forever. See you next time for another Ruru's journey, only on Clever Seedlings.
Hey Ruru, let's go to the next adventure.